WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump in New York City ready for his arraignment from the Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg on charges that have yet to be unsealed, but deal with the alleged hush money payments to adult actress, film actress Stormy Daniels. Trump has denied the charge as a motion to allow cameras in the courtroom. The NYPD prepared for disturbances before, during, or after this legal action.
There has been no specific credible threats to our city at this time.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Trump will return to Florida after the arraignment, plans a speech from Mar-a-Lago this evening, but right now we don't know if there will be a gag order put in place by the judge. Finnish, Swedish, Ukrainian foreign ministers arriving for a meeting where Finland expected to join the NATO alliance as the 31st member of the world's largest military alliance.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
And it is T-Day. That does not mean Tuesday. That means Trump Day.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Yeah, the news yesterday all day long showed him leaving Florida, getting on his plane, flying,
I came
arriving.
I came in for a bite of leftover pizza yesterday about that same time, and I watched until he was up in the air. Then I took off. I wanted to make sure nothing stupid happened.
9 cars.
I
took 9 cars.
I counted 10.
Yes, at one time.
Yes,
the police car.
It was just a strange looking thing. Then I left and went back to resume what I was doing, which was like laborious. Anybody need some clay? Anybody do a work with clay? I got some clay out there.
Makes me think of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
What movie?
The Ghost.
The Ghost.
Where?
Oh, she's talking about Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore.
Yes.
Where she does
just
that
instantly
play.
my mind went there. Where they take the
Don't
clay,
even.
her husband's dead, and she's got the clay, and she's at the machine, and she's making a clay pot, and and he's a ghost, and he wraps his arms around her, and anyway. Okay, getting back to good morning.
I don't,
I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrows.
It's going to be one of them, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah. For all of the seriousness in the world, you've got us too. But we're going to get serious here for a little bit because I got one of them again.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I got some comments
and
to
we
make.
have no clue, do we, Kelly?
No, but I'm curious.
I didn't even have any clue about how I was going to feel. And watching yesterday and listening and putting it all together and being my age. And because 99% of the people in Onslow County are a lot younger than I am.
That's not true.
99% are younger than I
We're
am.
the youngest county in North Carolina.
Yeah, we
I know
are.
that. 22 point something is the median age.
Yes.
So the vast majority of Onslow County, the vast majority is younger than me. And most of them don't remember much of anything, to be honest with you, but certainly not as much as I remember.
Yeah, just go out there and ask them what are the 3 branches of the government.
Oh,
see
good
what kind
luck
of
on
answers you
that
get.
one.
Who was president in the 50s, in 1950?
Which part of the 1950s? Seriously.
Yes.
I've lived through a bunch of presidents. Like Ike, I remember him very well.
Yes.
But also, I liked the man, and he was a great general during World War II. He was like, wow. You watch some of the documentaries and stuff, even some of the movies. He was a good guy.
And I appreciate the documentaries more now than I did back.
They were boring way back when, weren't they?
Yes, I mean, who wanted? But
No.
now to watch them, and they're really educational.
Yeah, they are definitely for sure. Well, Trump took off yesterday.
Yes, he did.
To
New York.
To New York. He
New
was
York.
about 15, 20 minutes late leaving, but who cares?
Oh, it was almost an hour because he was supposed to board at 12. It was almost 1 o'clock when he boarded.
Well, he took off. The plane went airborne at 12:59.
Yep, there you go.
So not that I was watching or counting, but I was looking
It
at
just
it.
happened to be on my TV, and
I
while I was watching on my
I walked
computer,
in,
and
punched it up, and I said, well, okay,
Yes.
well, I just checking. I do.
well, it's
scans
history
like
in
that.
the making.
It is, and there's a lot. And the more I looked at it for that 1 hour, that I looked a little less than an hour, I'm like, it doesn't matter what party you are affiliated with, if any.
I agree.
It doesn't matter how you lean, conservative, liberal, or otherwise. Doesn't matter whether you like or don't like Donald Trump. Yesterday started, but today is a dark day in this nation.
I agree 100%.
And I've seen cold-blooded murdering scumbags getting more sympathy at their executions than I see or feel today from the people in this country. I've seen murdering scumbags get more sympathy after they've killed people, more somberness at executions that I'm seeing today in this country. A lot of people yesterday were lining the roads between Mar-a-Lago and the airport there in Palm Beach. It's 5 miles away or something? But not huge crowds. It was not a huge turnout. There was a significant number of people. I didn't see anybody out there screaming and hollering the other way. Go get him. Burn, Trump, burn. I didn't see any of that.
He jumped in the polls big time over this nonsense.
He has
Yeah.
skyrocketed.
Mhm.
And Biden has plummeted bad.
He is way below F now.
Yes.
Mhm.
That is,
He's what, like 38% approval rating now?
if it's that, and he supposedly had nothing to do with this. That's a bunch of stuff.
Mhm. Agreed.
So anyway, he's in the Trump Towers right now, probably having breakfast, and he's got a new team of lawyers or a new lawyer or two added to his team.
Mhm.
And so he's been dealing with them, I'm sure, for the last few weeks. He's had lots of conferences. This afternoon, 2 o'clock-ish or whenever, he's going to appear in a Manhattan courtroom. In a Manhattan courtroom. This resident of the great state of Florida is going to New York to answer allegations brought against him on a state level. The state of New York, not the federal government, the state of New York is going after a former resident.
It's kind of scary.
I'm having issues with that. We'll discuss it. We'll talk about it if you want to. Do not get me wrong. Do not try to read anything into what I'm going to say, because you're going to be wrong. I'll tell you that right now. And I don't really want to do battle with you. So chill. I've said, I don't know how many times, and I still feel the same. My feelings and my thoughts about Donald Trump have not changed. I don't like him as a man. I just don't like him as a man. He's not the guy that I have told you before that I would invite for my Christmas prime rib.
Mhm.
He would not be sitting at my table. Okay? I would never invite him. I might invite him to an oyster roast in the backyard here. That would be fun. I mean, that could be interesting.
Good Lord.
Oh, Lord.
With a bunch of good old people,
Right.
It would definitely be something, Rayford.
Yeah, I
It would
guarantee you
be
that
something.
he and I will never, ever be buds. That just ain't going to happen. Okay? In spite of his personality, he has expressed a lot of support for something near and dear to my heart, our law enforcement community, our first responders, and our military. He supports them. He did not, as the president, the 45th president of this country, the day before he was elected, and after he was elected, and before he even took office, the I word started coming out of the mouths of the idiots in the House of Representatives.
Mhm.
Impeach, impeach, impeach. Why? You're going against the will of the people. Even in spite of this bumbling idiot that's in office right now, in spite of the stupidity and the crap that he's done, I don't hear, let's impeach Biden. I don't hear that every day on the news. Do you?
No,
Nope.
I don't think I've ever heard. Well, I may have heard it once or twice.
He did not get the support he should have gotten to close the border, a mandatory step to stop the murders of tens of thousands of Americans poisoned by fentanyl. 107,000 in the first year of Biden's presidency, according to Biden's very own DEA. Let that sink in. Biden, I think the district attorney here in Onslow County should file charges go for a grand jury indictment of Joe Biden for 107,000 murders. If the DA in Manhattan can go after somebody who doesn't even live in New York for something that happened decades ago, why cannot the DA of Onslow County charge Biden with 107,000 counts of murder?
But doesn't he actually, he has a home in New York.
Wait,
He does not live there. I can have
Not all the
homes
time,
all
yeah.
over the country.
I thought it was because his business was there.
Well,
The
and
business is there.
depends on where he's registered too. You know, I mean, he may
He's
be
registered in Florida.
in Florida.
Yes.
I thought it was because his business was registered there. But good gracious, a lot of companies have businesses registered in one state and they're,
Oh, what if you got
Yeah.
a business in Mexico?
Mhm.
A lot of companies, a lot of people in this country have businesses, and I mean, a company I did photo
True.
work for had a business operations in Dominican Republic. Big deal.
Mhm.
He was hounded by the left even before the 2016 election. Forget it, Steve. I'm not talking to you right now. Hang up.
He's on a roll, Steve.
The left went full force behind their unsuccessful attempt at getting rid of Trump. Then they resorted to making sure he would not win re-election in 2020. And they made that happen. So now along comes 2024. Trump starts making a bit of noise. The left has really, really stooped to a level that not even I would have thought possible. An effort to stifle an announced candidate from even being able to campaign. They're talking about a gag order, using the legal system, our justice system, to stop him from even being able to campaign. They didn't do that for John Jenrette, a congressman, when he was running for re-election after he was indicted. And it was all over TV, all over everywhere. The FBI released all the videos, taking money from supposedly Arab sheiks to vote their way for their oil industry. The same folks, including a couple of our callers who obviously feel that it's okay to stop law-abiding Americans from exercising the Second Amendment, and now want to stop one man from exercising his First Amendment. They're good with that. Just shut him down. That's what they're saying. Don't let him talk. Don't let him get into Twitter account's been disbanded, of course.
I thought it was reinstated.
It has been.
Reinstated.
It has
Yeah,
been,
it
but it
has
was
been.
shut down.
Yeah, it was shut down. Yeah.
Let me see if he's back on there yet. Go ahead.
I still don't understand this district attorney of New York, Mr. Bragg. He took it upon himself to go after a former citizen of New York for possible crimes. I cannot imagine the DA for our area doing that, being lured into that political crap. If the crimes, as we hear, are alleged to violate federal campaign laws, why hasn't the U.S. Department of Justice gotten involved? Or has it? That's what folks like Representative Jim Jordan, among others, want to know. just how involved were Biden's people and the Democratic National Committee in this strange and embarrassing prosecution? That's what I want to know. Trump is no angel. Don't like him. He too was an embarrassment with all of his tweets.
Mm-hmm.
The January 6th crap should never have happened. He should have put a stop to it before he got that far, but he did not. He could have.
True.
But for a district attorney to use salacious allegations, you don't hear about the campaign stuff. You hear about, oh, he paid that hooker $130,000 and paid the Playboy bunny, whatever she was, $150,000 to keep their mouth shut. That's beneath any man of the law to use that, to go for that. Yeah, you can add it as a charge if you want to. But to center on that just to get attention, and that's all it's done is to get attention.
I think they're going to have a hard time proving where that money came from. I think the crux of this is possibly campaign funds, but I just find it hard to believe you're going to be able to find out bank account XYZ is where those funds were withdrawn from. There's no way.
If you think he had to dip into his campaign finances,
right,
for that kind of hush money, you are stupider than stupid.
I bet he don't even handle his campaign finance. He probably don't even know how much he has in there.
He doesn't.
I'm going to look.
Okay, so let's look at Mr. Bragg and his bragging rights. He has reduced the out-of-control felony rate in the Big Apple. He's reduced the crime rate, the felony crime rate. Why and how? By reducing the charges. All those felonies, he's reduced to misdemeanors.
Well, that's what I'm saying, yes. But
Yeah, they become misdemeanors. So who pays attention to misdemeanors? But he's prosecuting a misdemeanor violation as a felony here in Trump's case.
Yes. But look at how the crime rate has skyrocketed in New York since he did this crazy nonsense.
Not the number of felonies. He reduces those.
Forget the number of felony people charged. I'm talking about the acts committed.
Yeah, acts or felonies.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm wondering about. Who has promised him what? What kind of opportunity from the federal level have they promised this Mr. Bragg? Maybe a federal judgeship? I don't know. Maybe with the Department of Justice? I don't know. Do you know? I'm suspicious. You should be suspicious too. As long as Trump is not able to be elected again next year, I'll guarantee you Mr. Bragg will move up the chain, the food chain. Keep your eye on that bouncing ball.
Well, but I think this has had a backfire on some of them with Biden's numbers plummeted. I think you're going to hear Democrats silently, probably behind the scenes, squawking at this guy.
This is going to be the dumbest move that they pulled.
Yeah, I agree with it. I do agree with that.
They could not get it in Florida. It wasn't going to happen in Florida. Mm-hmm. They knew it was not going to happen in Florida. Mm-hmm. They had to go to the most liberal part of the country to even get this thing out of the chute.
Yeah.
Well, the easiest thing to do is just move for a change of venue to a more conservative part of the state of New York.
Let me ask you, yeah, I would definitely
That's
do
what
that.
I would do.
Because
look at all the publicity that they got.
Yeah. Well, New York does have some upper New York is conservative.
Very conservative.
Yeah.
I'd go up there. I just move for, we can't get a fair trial here, Your Honor.
Yeah,
if it gets that far. Okay, I'm expressing my opinions and my opinions alone this morning.
Well, you're on fire with that.
And I'm worn out. There are a lot of issues we will continue to cover today. If you want to call me and want to argue with me this morning about this, first of all, go figure. I'm not going to change my mind, and you ain't going to change it. So why waste your time and mine? I'm disgusted that we will never hear whatever the whole truth is. At some point in time, we will likely feel those who were adults during the Watergate years and didn't just go look at it and read about it and after years. We lived it. Many of us lived it day by day. This is no Watergate. They're making it a bigger deal than it is. If there were campaign financial issues, then normally they would slap him with a fine, right?
Yes.
Standard operating procedure. If every politician in this country, if you would examine their campaign finances, you'll find that a very large percentage have errors in their campaign financial reports. Lee, right or wrong?
That's right.
Minor.
Lee scrutinizes that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
I
be
was
honest
just
with
They're
you.
looking.
there, and they send them a fine or they send them a letter,
It's all
and this
about
is what
that.
you need to straighten out, or this is the fine that you got to pay.
Well, you know, I
This is
just
the-
came across this. JFK paid hush money of sorts in the form of political capital to J. Edgar Hoover, who discovered one of his affairs.
Yep.
Warren Harding sent hush money every year to a spurned mistress in possession of his love letters. There's
What
a
an
lot of
idiot.
it. So
Even
what
put that in
we're
writing.
doing here is we're setting a
And
precedent.
then there's John Edwards.
Oh, John
Oh.
Edwards. Well,
Ooh,
he
His
was
wife is
stupid.
dying of cancer,
Yeah.
and he's having an affair. Yeah.
and then he paid off with campaign money.
Uh-huh.
True that.
Did he go to prison?
No.
He was special.
He was a weirdo too.
Yeah, I know. He used to be in.
And
New
you know,
Hampshire.
everybody loved him at first. He came off as the good old boy.
Because
You know?
he came across as like, the kind of, you want to bring home the mom kind.
Yeah,
type,
the
you know what
good
I'm
old
saying?
boy.
A lot of people compared him to JFK, JFK in the times when he was running,
Right.
and it was like, you have no idea how accurate you are.
Yeah.
Except he did not have any of the good stuff that Kennedy had.
Remember when we all found out? We were like, "What? No."
Oh no, he got interviewed every 4th of July during his years as a senator, and obviously he was in the process of getting ready to run for president for all those years.
Mm-hmm.
He would come down and he would walk the beaches there at Wrightsville Beach and clean up trash on the 4th of July with a whole entourage of media and other people following him. Lord, Lord, Lord.
I wonder if it was today, if John Edwards' case would have ended differently.
No.
If he'd been charged.
Men with him being charged.
Yes.
Nah. Why? Why would they? They didn't have the goods then. They ain't got the goods today to charge him. And besides, he was not going to get elected. He was not posing a real serious threat.
Edwards, he spent like $900,000 of his campaign money to keep his affair and his daughter a secret.
Yep.
The daughter that he had with this woman.
Yeah. Let's take a break. Now the phone lines will be open when we come back for a few minutes. And coming up at about 8 minutes, we're going to have Peter Wright's going to be in here and talk about your insurance issues, whatever. And then at 8 o'clock this morning, we're going to have a couple of Marines in here. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And talking about irreverent issues. And something really good coming up is the efforts to stop the 22 suicides of veterans every day in this country. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise in the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate, Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands at Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today. Not available in every state. Savings based on drivers and other safeguarding discounts. Savings vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. These zero-turn lawnmowers are engineered for strength, versatility, and durability in one lineup with premium features engineered to leave you with a well-manicured lawn. Step up to the strength, comfort, and precise cut of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series and unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're back. You got time for a little bit of weather here, real quick, like, and Tideline Marine, your one-stop shop for all of your boating and fishing needs. Downtown Jacksonville, get on down there. Don't wait till for another invitation. It's time to check them out. Today is going to be a little bit dicey, so you're probably not going to want to get out there on the water anyway. It's quiet, but it's going to be rainy off and on, right?
It is.
So you may as well go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out. Check out the boats. We got some new boats in stock down in Tideline. Got a couple of used boats down there for sale too. You may want to take a look at. you might want to, because you can get some really good deals. It's kind of like, let's make a deal day down at Tideline. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Winds today out of the south around 10 knots, seas 2 to 4, dominant period 5 seconds. Sounds and rivers a light chop. Those sounds and rivers aren't the only thing that's going to get wet today, though. I can tell you that right now. If you don't wear some foul weather gear, you too are going to get pretty damp. Southerly winds tomorrow, 5 to 10, seas 2 to 3, dominant period 6 seconds. And Thursday, southerly winds again around 10 knots, seas 2 to 3.
Today, it's kind of drizzly and rainy out there right now, but according to this, eventually it's actually going to be partly sunny. Now, I'll believe that, Rayford, when I see it. So I'm just going by what they wrote here. High of 81 today, but once again, we'll see.
It'll be warm.
Yep. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 61. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 83. The winds are going to start to gust tomorrow. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 65. And on Thursday, partly sunny, a high of 83 and like majorly gusty. But Saturday's looking cold, Rayford.
I know. From like 54 degrees or something high. Yeah. Like, really?
Isn't it supposed to rain this weekend, Kelly girl?
No, not according to this.
Just going to be cold.
50% chance on Saturday. That's hit or miss. And 30% on Sunday. But
it's not going to get down into the low 40s or lower, is it?
Canceled an outing this weekend because of the weather.
I saw that, but according to this, just cloudy and 55 on Saturday.
That'll be another day to come on down to Tideline and take
do
a
indoor
look,
stuff.
Absolutely. Check them out.
We need to do an Easter basket giveaway. One of those lures in it.
Do you have a new basket to give away?
No, but we need to get one together. I'll get one together this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, Easter is this weekend.
Oh, shoot it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, fellas, guys, ladies, everyone.
All y'all.
I'm just so used to it being later in the month.
No, it's this weekend.
I've got Kelly keep me straight. Thank you.
We as Peter Cottontail walking in the door, so I know it's Easter time.
It is.
Peter Wright, how are you?
Yes, sir.
Very well, thanks.
Yeah, I'm turning your microphone up so
Yeah,
people can hear
Very
you.
well, thanks.
Our very own Britt is in here. We're going to talk about insurance and for all of you folks, and a lot of you folks who are like old up in age a little bit, who are dealing with Medicare or Medicaid or whatever that you're dealing with. You had a window of opportunity to make some changes that pretty well has expired for 99.99% of the population, but
about 70%.
70%. But there's still some folks that you can help.
That's right. Yeah. So open enrollment and the special election periods finished on the 31st of March. But from here, throughout for the next 6 months, I can help people at a lower income. Actually 9 months, people at a lower income if somebody's single and they pull in less 1,700 or 1,700 around 1,700 or less, then I can help them with a plan per month. Per month. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you're married, then if it's 2,500 or less than that per month, then I can help you then also with a plan.
Okay.
And this is for Medicare.
So how about you go along, you've been married for yada, 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 and unfortunately you lose your spouse. So you lose half of the household income or whatever percentage it is, right?
Yeah.
Those are people you can still help.
Those are, I can, depending on those figures, it's around there.
Sure.
And it's worth doing an application, even if it's slightly more than that, because sometimes, it's not me that says yes or no. It's CMS that says social services that say yes, yes or no. Yeah.
Okay.
So those people, also people with Medicare and Medicaid. So if you've got both Medicare and Medicaid and you don't have a plan with another company, then there are some really rich benefits that you can get.
If you just got Medicare, can you also get Medicaid if you got Medicare?
Medicaid is dependent on your income. So if you've got very low income, then and I've got a couple of people right now that didn't realize that and are applying for Medicaid right this moment. And if they get it, then yeah, they'll get a really good plan.
Okay.
They'll be able to qualify for a lower income subsidy anyway, and that helps them with the drugs, and it gives me a period where I can help enroll them as well.
All right.
Now, of course, there's also, if people aren't of Medicare age, I can help people with that are making some income. So if you're making 100% to 150% of the poverty guidelines, and that's for a single person, from memory, I think that's about 12,000 to 17,000 a year. For somebody with 3 kids, that's somewhere between, it's about probably 33,000 to 42,000, somewhere in there. So if you think you're going to make some money this year and you're under 65 and you don't have Medicare, I can also help you sign up for a healthcare plan.
Okay. Has the Obamacare plan, has that gone away? I mean, we don't hear any talk about it.
No, they're now called marketplace plans. People still refer to them sometimes as Obamacare, but mainly marketplace plans. But those are still there. It's just that the only people I'm able to sign up for those at the moment are, as I said, between 100 and 150% of the poverty guidelines.
Can I get a free phone with that?
No, that I don't know any longer. I think you still could, so you probably still can.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I know 2 years ago people were telling me they were still getting it.
I have a client that got
I
one.
need 2 phones.
I've come across somebody with 2, so maybe. I know you say that as a joke, but I have. Also, people that are moving that have moved from one county to here,
right?
Or anybody that's losing a health care insurance at work. I can help with Medicare plans, also with Obamacare, if you want to call it that, or so there's lots of different options. And if I can't help you at this stage, then what we can do is put you on I can put you on a list to contact you in October from October to December the 7th during the annual enrollment period, or you can just come by and see me at the Walmart during the annual enrollment period.
Phone rings. I answer it. It says, "Hello, I am Jose from Medicare program." Is it legit?
No, it isn't. And I've had a couple of those happen to me.
I bet you let's laugh. I just say bad words.
I've had that happen to me with a couple of people here in the last month or so, and they were talked into changing to another plan.
Really?
Yes. And then they phoned me up. And in actual fact, if somebody does do that to you, you can make a complaint to CMS.
Yeah. Okay.
And they will reverse it.
Well,
more if you can, say that if the person doing it to you did it, not the right way. If they were trying to just move you into a plan so that they could make money, then you can, and you're losing benefits or whatever, you can have it reversed. Because I've had it reversed for a couple of people now.
Well, that's good to know.
I just want, because they use voice over internet. This is what they're doing, because they're using the computer to make the calls from. Because I get calls, I've gotten calls from myself. When my name shows up, I'm calling. I said, huh? So they just pick different numbers and they program them into their computers. I can do it from here. If you could figure a way that an investigative team, and I would pay them money to be able to give me these people's IP addresses.
Yeah.
Phone numbers don't mean anything because they're all fake. But if they give me their IP addresses, then
You'd have a field day with that.
I can find out where they live. Then I'll be knocking on their door.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Well, now that North Carolina has, the legislature has voted in to expand Medicaid across the state, that's something a lot of people need to be looking into, especially the low income ones.
Very much so. Yes,
Yes.
I agreed with you. And I think I heard something on, and I haven't seen anything officially. On that broadcast that day that it came out, they were saying it would be 3 or 4 months' time, weren't
Yes,
they?
I think so. I think they're putting everything into place on that.
Yeah.
Even the governor, he actually okayed that one.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about since you've been coming on board here about the Advantage plans. Okay, I've got an Advantage plan, but how can veterans take advantage of the Advantage plan?
Yes, they definitely can. I actually have veterans that do. I've had 1 or 2 veterans that have gone on a supplement plan to help them, but the majority of veterans that I've helped have gone on Advantage plans. And so whether you've got VA or TRICARE, it can help you with both. With VA, the Advantage plan enables you to have a second option where you can go and see doctors that are in,
out of the network.
But are out of the VA group, and so you can see them, but you can also take advantage of a lot of the benefits that are available to people that do that.
One of them would be gym membership if you've got that silver sneakers option.
That's right. Yeah. And with for instance, I don't help too many veterans with the Blue Cross ones, but if I was to help them with the Blue Cross, which is what I can talk about, then you could get a couple of $1,000s of dental, you could get $300 of vision, you could get gym membership, like you say, transportation, 24 one-way trips to and from a doctor or a pharmacy. So there's a lot of extra benefits that you can get. Plus, you get money back on your Social Security check.
Really?
Yes, you can get quite a reasonable amount of money back as well.
Huh. Well, that's pretty cool.
I have a question. I have the Advantage plan, which you helped me with. Thank you so much. And I saw that it includes benefits like dental, vision, hearing, transportation, over-the-counter stuff. But I have a separate dental plan that I've had for a long time. Would that be beneficial to keep that along with the Advantage plan, the dental I have on the Advantage plan? I mean, how much does the Advantage plan cover on your dental? Is it just basics?
No, you're on actually a different. You're a federal retiree,
right?
Yeah. Now you've got your plan. The Freedom plan that I helped you with actually doesn't have a dental and vision component on it,
so keep what I have, right?
Because you already have that with your federal retiree plan.
Okay, thank you.
So yours is a very different plan, or a little bit different plan to most people that go onto an Advantage plan, because yours is tailored entirely towards federal retirees. Okay. So that is one class of person that I can help. If anybody is a federal retiree, please come and see me during the October to December period, because you do get some very rich benefits with that.
Yes, I did. But I just want to, because I have a separate dental. I pay Delta Dental, and which is an excellent plan for me anyway. And I've saved a lot of money, but I just didn't know. So I have a Freedom plan, the Advantage plan, which is basically the same.
Well, it's an Advantage for people that are federal. That's who they had in mind when they set it up.
Gotcha.
And they didn't put a dental plan with it because you already probably pay for one, where you are.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a quick break. You're live in local Real Talk. If you got a question, Peter Wright is here, and he's got answers for your insurance questions. Give us a call, 910-333-0139. You're live in local Real Talk, and we'll be right back.
If you're in search of quality outdoor and patio furniture, look no further than Home Decor Outlet, 3080 Richlands Highway, next to Mr. Discount, in the old Johnson Drug Store location. Home Decor Outlet carries American-made, environmentally friendly outdoor and patio furniture that actually floats, priced 70% below department store prices. You'll find side tables, benches, gliders, rockers, and lounge chairs in many colors to choose from. Built to last with virtually no maintenance. In addition to quality outdoor and patio furniture, Home Decor Outlet has accessories from candles, bedding, comforters, lamps, almost anything for your home, business, cottage, or condo. Make outdoor living comfortable, convenient, and affordable. Visit Home Decor Outlet in the old Johnson Drug Store, next to Mr. Discount, 3080 Richlands Highway, right here in Jacksonville. Phone 910-333-0233. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning. And now offers expert residential and commercial cleaning service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax. We're on the way.
Hello, shoppers. Take advantage of the following specials and many, many more at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Half-cut bone-in strip loin is only $8.99 a pound. London broil, $3.79 a pound. Cured beef steak, $4.79 a pound. Whole fresh picnic, just 99 cents a pound. Baby back pork ribs, $1.99 a pound. A jumbo pack of thighs of drumsticks is only 99 cents a pound, and 10 pounds or more of fresh ground beef is only $2.59 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest certified Angus beef and Sanders' farm chicken. Over in produce, Florida strawberries are only $2.99 a pound. Extra large white, red, or black seedless grapes, just $1.99 a pound. Beefsteak tomatoes, large, just $1.79 a pound. You get a 5-pound bag of red or Yukon Gold potatoes for just $3.99. Crisp green cabbage is only 79 cents a pound, and zucchini or yellow squash is just $1.99 a pound. And you get 3 12-packs of Coca Sprites for just $12. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, save big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we are back live and local. And Peter Wright, an insurance guru, is in the house with us for his monthly visit. And he's got all sorts of good things that he can talk about. And if you have a question that you would like to ask him now, you can do so, 910-333-0139. During the rest of the day, most days you're set up. What days of the week are you set up?
I don't think he is right now.
I'm not in the Walmart at the moment. People can phone me. My number is 252-373-4056. I'll just say that one again. That's 252-373-4056.
And you can answer their questions in or meet them if they want to have a consult. Good.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you. Can state retirees benefit from having an Advantage plan?
Yes, they can. State retirees do have a couple of options anyway, and they've got the state retiree plan, and has two. You can be on a Blue Cross plan, or you can be on the type of plan that
like
Rayford is on. I can't say the name of it, but
Right.
Yeah, I can. The Humana plan.
Yeah, the Humana plan. That's right. So you've got those two options, and the Humana plan is a very good plan. I personally haven't moved people from a state retiree plan myself. Some of my other agents have done so. There's probably only one case where I would do that, and if someone's looking for a strong dental plan, then I'd look at that. But most of the time when state retirees come and see me, I generally leave them alone, because they got Humana plan is a good plan. It's low cost. But if you want to get your teeth done for 1 year, then we could swap you over to something which would enable you to have a couple of $1,000s of dental to do that at no cost, and you could do that. Yeah, yeah. So
you can switch and then switch back and do all sorts of things.
Well, when I was first trained, we could only switch you back if you signed up onto the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. But recently, I've come across people that have switched from the Humana plan to that plan and not kept the Blue Cross plan, and then switch back again. So I think that it's fine to do it now, but I would double check that with the state, with the, what's it called, the
Insurance Commission.
Yeah, well, it's
your state benefits rep.
Yes,
yeah,
your state
I would check with them before I did something. Yeah, that makes sense.
But they don't always. Unfortunately, you can get, because we've phoned up, we've tried to get that answered, and you can get 3 answers one way and 2 answers another way. So
that's kind of scary. Now, if somebody wanted to reduce the cost of their current plan that they have, is that able to be done?
Yes, because if it's not one of the new plans, of which Blue Cross was one, there's another company that which was there's 2 new plans in Onzo this year at the moment. So yes, you're able to change to those plans. And as I mentioned, there's some percentage of the population I can help right now because we're out of an enrollment period.
Right.
But yes, you can save money. Now, the reason you can also save money. The 2 types of people I help are people that are on supplement plans that are paying per month, each month for the supplement plan and the separate drug plan.
Okay.
And I save those people somewhere around $2,000 to $5,000 a year. I mean, it can be huge. It makes a big difference. And the other people, obviously, are the ones that are on an old type of Advantage plan. It didn't get renewed. The contracts weren't done in time for this year. And so I've been able to put them on one of the 2 companies that had new plans for this year in Onzo. So those are the 2 ways that I can help people. And there I can at least save them, $1,200 a year.
Yeah, that's I'll take it.
He saved me $1,200 a year.
Really?
And then I got perks too.
Got to borrow some money.
You talk about the Advantage plan, and it has all these benefits like dental, vision, over-the-counter prescriptions. How does the people who give you the Advantage, how can they afford all that?
That's a good question. So what happens then is if you sign up for an Advantage plan, Part A and Part B are normally administered by the government, and the government looks after that, and that Part A and Part B pay 80% of the costs, and the other 20% is up to you to deal with either through the supplement or the Advantage plan. But so if you sign up for an Advantage plan, instead of the government still administering Part A and Part B, it comes under the Advantage, the carrier that has that Advantage plan. So it might be Humana, Blue Cross, United Healthcare, or whoever it is that's running the plans in that area. So Part A and Part B now come under Blue Cross, for instance, and because the government's no longer running it, the government pays Blue Cross or whichever company it is plus minus $10,000 a year for each person that signs up with them.
Oh.
And those insurance carriers have to use somewhere around 80% of that money for benefits. And they have to, by law, provide the same benefits that you were getting for Part A and Part B when it was administered by the government. Now, because the insurance companies set up networks of doctors and they're able to run it more cost effectively than the government, and that's about the case with just about anything, that you can run it more cost effectively when it's done privately, then they're able to put a lot of money into the benefits, and that's how you get the Blue Cross, the $2,000 of dental, the $300 of vision, the 24 trips transportation, the gym membership. That's where the money comes from.
Okay. Going to take a quick break. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting, or for motel reservations, call any 0328-3172.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And Peter, it's always good to have you in here. And
thank you.
More good information happens pretty fast.
Yeah, learn more and more every time he comes
we do.
in.
We learn a lot here.
Yeah.
So we do appreciate the answer this morning, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And we're going to have, after the Fox News break, we've got a group called, a gentleman coming in here from a group called Irreverent Warriors.
Nice. I'm going to miss that because
I know you got to leave.
An appointment I forgot about till I got a reminder this morning.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they'll be coming up after the top of the hour, and we'll be chatting with them about suicide, because that's what they're out here to do. 22, on average, 22 veterans of our armed forces commit suicide every day of the week.
True.
22 nationwide.
Hello, Lucy.
That's not acceptable. So they've joined a group called Stop Soldier Suicide, and they're teaming up, and some big events are happening right here in Onslow County. So you need to stay tuned for that as well. Peter, we'll see you next month. We got a lot on the agenda for next month too. I see you typed up a couple of notes there, which I appreciate. That way, I'll be better informed before you get here.
I've taken a couple of quite a stack actually of Peter's business cards to my office, and I give them out to clients that, have, healthcare issues or needs. So quite a few are getting ready to contact him, and quite a few already have. So I pass them out.
And just remember, you can call me at 252-373-4056. That's 252-373-4056.
And any day of the week, if you call us and you forget the number, we got a stack of his cards right here on the desk.
That's right. I've had people call me asking for his number. So
anyway, Peter,
thank you very much.
We appreciate it, sir.
Thanks.
You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Fox News is now.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Carmen Roberts. Former President Trump and the country will find out this afternoon the exact charges he faces as he's arraigned in New York City.
Trump is facing more than 30 felony charges from New York City District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office. Those charges will be revealed when the indictment is unsealed at the arraignment today.
Fox's Brooke Singman, Trump attorney Jim Trusty says he's optimistic about the charges.
In this case, it seems like what we're guessing the indictment will look like is that it will have legal frailties that will be subjected to a very legitimate motion to dismiss early on.
The arraignment is set for 2:15. No cameras will be allowed in the courtroom. And UConn wins the NCAA championship.
Purdy and the Huskies have their dreams come true.
That call on CBS as Connecticut defeated San Diego State. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
And we're back live and local Real Talk here on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME. Kelly is taking her leave. She has an appointment that she forgot all about. So we got a couple of other fine gentlemen in here, and y'all can shift to your right if you would like. George, where are you going to sit?
Here.
Yeah, I got George Papastrat and Matthew Reeves in here. And Matthew's been talking a little bit about it. Irreverent Warriors. Good morning. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Yes. Irreverent, not irrelevant.
I said that.
Exactly.
Irreverent Warriors.
Well, then I put it wrong up there.
Did you say irrelevant?
No. A lot of people do.
This morning.
A lot of people will do irrelevant by mistake.
Oh, I didn't.
A lot of people don't know what irreverent is.
I can fix it.
So
I think Lee here put it irrelevant.
Well,
I
I thought you told me.
And her daddy
all
was a
right.
Marine too.
That's
That
right.
would be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he'd be busting on me right now.
Yeah, he would be busting on you. George, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. You're
Doing well.
hanging in there?
Yep.
Yeah. Bye, Kelly.
Bye, Kelly.
Tell them we said hi. Pull a couple for me. Pull a couple for me.
Ray loves the dentist.
Yeah, I love the dentist. I love it so much. I missed my appointment last week because I forgot all about it.
What?
I
dental?
did my dental appointment. I had to call them. I had it on my calendar too.
I go to a great dentist. I love the dental hygienist. She is so good. I mean, I don't even feel like I've been there when I go.
Oh,
It's great. Great.
okay. Well, you can just stay here and send them money. Feel like you went.
No.
Okay. Matthew, explain to us what an irreverent warrior organization is.
So in 2015, it started off with Danny Maher, also known as Donnie O'Malley on Vet TV.
Mm-hmm.
Him and a bunch of his friends had a brother that they deployed with who had just committed suicide. So they decided to go for a long walk with each other just to remember their brother. That grew into this organization that is now over 100 locations around the world.
Really?
Just last year, we had over 10,000 participants at our events.
Oh, cool. And you still take hikes.
So the main thing we focus on, the thing that catches everyone's attention, is we do silky hikes, which are the real short shorts that the military wears during working out PT.
My neighbor still wears it.
I'm not going to do that.
I had a pair for you, Ray.
But when you see a couple hundred people walking down the street, because we do city hikes, not like through backwoods and like up mountain trails. We actually go through cities: Chicago, LA, New York City, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Normandy, France, Frankfurt, Germany. We have actual cities. Really? London has a hike. Guam, Puerto Rico, Key West all have hikes.
Cool.
Milwaukee has a hike, and we go through city streets in short shorts. You see a couple hundred half-naked veterans. They're like, "Oh, what are they doing?" But yeah, we tell them that we're trying to prevent suicide just by building humor and camaraderie.
Yeah.
And it's only veterans are allowed to hike with us, active or active duty, reserve for veterans. We don't allow spouses, children, any patriots. While we love them and we support that help, these hikes, we will actually have a lot of veterans who talk about traumas that they've experienced in war, different therapies that they're going through, and we don't want them to be worried or
that is going to be taken out of context by somebody who has no clue.
Exactly. And while some spouses understand, they might not truly understand, and we don't want to risk scarring any family members who don't know everything. And we want our veterans to be able to talk freely, openly.
Understand.
So, safe place.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mentioned earlier, and we've used this stat for quite some time. I assume it's still pretty accurate. Last time I checked, it was 22.
That's just what they want us to think. But
that we know of, 22 per day.
I had a local guy who read a lot of numbers that aren't public, and his estimate was closer to 30. And that was right at 2020. And it only.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's how I got thrusted into this.
How does a VA fit in all of this? Because I hear the war stories that I get too. You get up there, you're frustrated, you can't get an appointment, you get an appointment and then it's not kept, or you sit out in the parking lot, you pull out a pistol and you shoot yourself. That's happened more than once.
Absolutely.
As some of us know.
So I don't blame the VA, honestly. Honest truth, a lot of people do blame the VA because unfortunately they're the face of it. But the reality is they're doing what they're told to do and instructed to do by the books. They're going by the books in order to ensure that they keep the funding that they distribute to us, the veterans. So the ones who write the rule books is actually Congress. Politicians are the ones that write what they're allowed to do. So for instance, Vietnam, they had an agent. There's actually a bunch of other agents, Agent Yellow, Agent White. There's tons of other agents that aren't talked about, but people just assume Agent Orange. So if you go file through the VA that you have Agent Orange, they'll see through your blood works that you had Agent White, but not Agent Orange. They'll say you didn't qualify because you only put Agent Orange.
I'm sorry. Really?
Yes. So last year I was a part of the PACT Act with Grunstyle and several other organizations, and they had proof that there are other agents that were involved in Vietnam, but because you said you had Agent Orange, they would say you disqualified. You didn't have Agent Orange.
Oh.
They knew what you had, but they can't tell you because they don't want to give the money away. But they're doing what they're instructed to do by the government in order to keep the funding.
Wow.
I got Bravo Sierra comments about that one. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
More like Blue Falcons, but yeah.
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 Coming up in Jacksonville,
Yes.
Let's go to an event you got scheduled.
Yes. So
You and George and others are involved.
I'm just here for the fun.
this Saturday, so we're trying to change the narrative, trying to change that we can have fun. We can do great things. Sorry to go down that dark rabbit hole. we strip it all down at the hikes. There, ranks don't matter. Politics doesn't matter. Any of the demographics, they don't matter. We strip it all the way down to silkies. Strip it down so you can talk. You can discuss what's going on in your life, the trials, the tribulations, but also the successes. And
y'all are just going to be walking in circles, I understand too, right?
It's going to be just under 8 miles around downtown Jacksonville.
But it's around in circles.
It's just one big loop, one big circle. Yes. We'll have 4 stops that are going to be 45 minutes each, so that we don't hurt any of the old people or any of the broken veterans.
Excuse me.
Over 40. It's okay.
What you trying to say?
There'll be a safety vehicle. It's fine.
Yes, we've got safety vehicles the entire time in case anyone gets hurt or just too winded. But these hikes are tremendous. The oldest one so far, I believe, was 82 years old. Last year here in Jacksonville, we traditionally have a 78-year-old retired master gunnery sergeant who, I think it was last year or the year before, he was actually, it was 2 years ago, he was bleeding through his boots.
Wow.
But he still refused to go down. He's like, I'm not going to let these little 18-year-old punks beat me.
We have to get Sergeant Major Bula to see if we can get him to sign up. Right?
Wow.
I still see him out walking.
I haven't seen him in a couple months. He was born during the World War II eras, guys. He's never actually disclosed his actual age to us, but he's a former division sergeant major of the
Yeah, 2021 we had a 92-year-old World War II vet who I believe was on one of the ships at Pearl Harbor, but he lives at a VA hospital in Pinehurst, and they brought him out to one of our stops, and he was in tears the entire time with every single person that came up, gave him hugs and kisses. The nurses were freaking out because this was during COVID, whatever that thing was. But they're like, no, don't touch him, And he's like, screw you, these are pretty women.
That would be.
So what time is your event Saturday?
Saturday, it will be 8 to 5.
And what's the meeting place?
So the American Legion, right in front of there is the National Guard Armory. Right across the street is a big, huge field with the church.
Okay, yes.
We'll be in that field.
If you look for a giant orange tractor with a banner hanging off of it, you'll be in the right place.
We'll have signs everywhere directing everyone, and there'll be a large crowd of half-naked veterans. That's going to be us.
Wow, should be easy to find.
You got Kelly will be there now, and Lee will be there now, and I know a lot of women will be there now, just waiting.
Rain or shine doesn't matter. We are still hiking because veterans are still committing suicide. So if they're in that dark place, we'll meet them there.
So they're just wearing the little silkies, right?
That
takes a lot of
man
to do that.
that is what we try to do.
I mean, those, what those little silkies look like? They're just tiny.
They're bigger than your bikini.
Not much.
So that is the suggestion. The suggestion is combat boots. The suggestion is silkies. The suggestion is a rucksack. But none of that is required. None of that is required at all.
Okay.
The only thing we require is that you had to have completed basic school, whether that's OCS, boot camp. As long as you join the military, that is the only requirement to hike with us. If you're not comfortable in silkies and you want to wear basketball shorts, if you want to wear yoga pants, there's one group that wore a tuxedo and his spouse wore a dress because they got married the day before the hike because they met at a hike.
Oh,
well, that's pretty cool.
You can wear whatever you want.
Hey, Kelly, you're there.
Yes, I'm here. I have a question. For those people that want to come and take pictures and cheer on the walkers, what is the route you guys are going to be taking this weekend?
So respectfully, we can't give out the route because we do have some people have nefarious motives.
Okay.
So I can tell you we're going to be starting at it's the First Missionary Baptist Church directly across from the National Guard Armory. If you want to come out there and get pictures, and you can definitely follow us. You won't miss it. As of right now, we have 225 veterans signed up.
Wow.
That's 100 people.
That's a parade.
But we usually double that number in the last week, and we're in that countdown right now. So we've got several units on base who are committing their Marines to have a mandatory fun day this Saturday.
Cool.
So yeah,
Okay.
just you won't be able to miss it. It's starting from that church field, like I said, and then it's an 8-mile route going along 17 and back towards the monuments.
Wow.
So locals should know that. But
That's quite a ways.
we do have people who have nefarious means and who have come out and protested our hikes and have threatened our hikers as well.
I'll be out there.
So,
Kelly, we're going out.
Respectfully, we do keep that private.
Oh yeah, well, it might be three of us.
Raleigh is one of the worst ones that I've been
That
to.
doesn't surprise me.
We had a driver who hit one of our passengers with their car.
No.
They were flicking us off the entire time. They were telling us, "F you, grow up," and we're like, "Hey, we're just trying to prevent suicide." And they're like, "Yeah, you're ridiculous. Grow up."
Oh my
They didn't
gosh.
care.
Well,
And they won't happen in Jacksonville.
there's those people.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, Lee and I will be on it. This
Yeah,
weekend.
we're lock and loaded. Let's go.
Appreciate that.
They have a veil of dealing with you.
Ooh.
We'll provide security.
That's right.
Wonderful.
And
I have experience.
and I'll be the witness that you were never there. Thank you, Kelly.
That's right. Yeah, you're my alibi. Thanks.
All right, bye.
So I've coordinated Carolina Beach the last 3 years. I actually had the Hells Angels.
That should have been pretty good.
It was great.
Yeah.
2020, we had the first hike post-COVID or mid-COVID, and then we had the largest hike of the entire year with over 300 veterans coming out from around the world.
Wow.
We had hikers from France come out, London come out.
Cool.
Plenty from California.
Now, are you looking for volunteers to help with anything?
Absolutely. So my wife is actually the lead hike support coordinator.
Okay.
We currently have 20, and that's actually where we cap off, so you can no longer register. But if you want to come out and still toss waters out, you're more than welcome to. If you show up the day of, she'll tell you if she still needs help or what. But as of right now, we are good, but we'll never say no to more help.
There's no running involved in this, right?
No. Well, so a lot of the younger Marines and
the gun-ho guys,
they'll get tired because we go 2 to 3 miles an hour because we're not trying to lose anybody. We keep the entire formation together and have somebody at the front. Usually for my hikes, I'll put the oldest guy at the front of the hike and they set the pace.
Set the pace. There you go.
If somebody's in a
Very
wheelchair,
good.
I'll put them at the front. They set the pace.
Yes.
So then the Marines get flustered and irritated, so they just start doing laps around. And then I'm like, that's motivation. Just do laps.
That's not a problem.
Run
That's
those
pretty
flags,
cool.
have fun, run it out, run your little self to the ground. That's fun. But yeah, we want to keep the formation together because that's how we force the people to start talking.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Give us a call. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. Our number 910-333-0139. We'll be right back.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it. Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors are engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Each machine features a strong deck with a variety of sizes available, designed to deliver a premium cut. An assortment of attachments and accessories sold separately allow you to use your mower for more than just cutting grass. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Sideline Marine right here in Jacksonville, 159 Old Bridge Street in downtown Jacksonville, your one-stop shop for all of your boating and fishing needs. And George was in here. He stepped outside to move a car or something. So I'd have to get him to talk about Sideline a little bit. We'll do that in just a minute anyway when he gets back in here. Sponsors of our marine forecast every day, twice a day. The marine forecast calling today for winds out of the south at about 10 knots. Not too bad. Seas 2 to 4. Not too good. Not too bad. Dominant period 5 seconds. A little dicey maybe in the inlets. Sounds and rivers a light chop. If you think you're going to go out today and the water, the river, the ocean, or whatever you're going to go in is the only thing that's going to be wet, nope, you're going to be wet too. You better take some foul weather gear with you because there's a good chance that you will get a little bit of stuff coming from the sky today. Tomorrow, southerly winds 5 to 10, seas 2 to 3, dominant period 6 seconds. And then Thursday, maybe Thursday. Oh, no, I work Thursday. Maybe Thursday I don't work and the boat will be in the water and the ocean would be calling us. George.
Did you just say good weather?
Yeah.
When?
Winds Thursday. Winds out of the south, 10 knots, seas 2 to 3.
It might be.
I can work Friday instead of Thursday.
I've got thunderstorms Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But not offshore. My boat, I don't care about thunderstorms.
Maybe
It's
not.
not a big deal. The fish don't care if they get wet.
Today we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 11 a.m. Partly sunny with a high near 81. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 61. Wednesday, patchy sun with a high near 83. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low of 65. Thursday, partly sunny with a high near 83. I was wrong. South winds 5 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 57 with a chance of thunderstorms. That's what I was reading Thursday night.
Yeah, okay. We go Thursday day.
Yeah, so Friday was going to be mostly cloudy with a high near 64.
Yeah, let's go cool down real fast. Like
Yes.
George, Tideline, you and your wife and your family, Tideline Marine and Family LLC, bought it a little over 3 years ago, about 3.5 years ago. You've been having a good time. COVID came along. That put a damper on it.
What an adventure.
Yeah. And then also one of the major manufacturers quit making outboard motors. That would be Evinrude. So that was a little bit of an irritation. But you guys have done well. You've been selling boats this year left and right and motors.
It's been busier probably the last month and a half with motor and boat sales than we probably had in the last year and a half.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one.
I think everything kind of stabilized itself up. I think, the prices stopped rising kind of. It just stabilized, interest rates kind of. And the price of gas is no longer $6 a gallon. So
that helps. Not yet. It might be going up again, but,
I might have opened my mouth too soon on that one.
Yeah. Well,
hopefully I didn't jinx us.
Yeah, go fill up the boat first. Price.
I wanted to ask Matthew. Matthew, is this an organization that you started?
No.
Is this a national organization?
This is a national organization with worldwide footprint now. Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha.
The original starter was Danny Maher, also known as Donnie O'Malley on Vet TV. He's got his own TV show that all veterans write, produce, and act in. They're trying to get bought out by Netflix, but yeah, they're very comical. But no, I joined in 2019, right here in Jacksonville. This will be my 28th hike I've done since 2019.
Wow. It says here on the website that Stop Soldier Suicide was an organization that has partnered with you guys.
Yes. So Irreverent Warriors focus is just being a catalyst to getting veterans out of their house. A lot of veterans are, when they become isolated, depression, right? Exactly. They just hide in their houses. They play video games or watch movies, and they don't want to get out.
It's not necessarily PTS,
right?
It's just can be. I just don't want to. I don't want to socialize with people.
A lot of times they just miss that camaraderie, and they get inside their own heads that they miss that brotherhood, and so they just waller away in their own mess. And so with our hikes, it's something fun. It's flashy. It started off as just being a pub crawl. It literally went from one restaurant to the next, just drinking beers. And that was like, oh, that's awesome. I'm going to go do that. That has nothing to do with trying to improve myself. But actually it was. Behind the curtains, we were actually trying to work in people's lives and bringing other organizations that have other missions and allowing them to mentor the veterans and get them therapy, take them to retreats, whatever they need to do for their various disabilities or PTSDs.
Veteran or active duty, National Guard, reserves, whatever unit that you're with or were with. Well, that's a unit too. Although it's not a military unit anymore.
Space Force too. We have 6 Space Force hikers.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh my!
I thought that was just a myth.
We've got 6.
Well, does anybody ever coming out of the Coast Guard get depressed? I mean, it's such a
yes. Actually,
job.
One of the worst units is actually a Coast Guard unit up in Boston.
Are you serious?
They have a ship whose detail is just picking up bodies underneath the bridge in Boston.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
My brother-in-law was on that ship. That was his entire 3 years that he was in was picking up bodies out of.
Did you do that?
No, well, not that way. No.
I don't think we want to know. It's probably top secret still.
Yeah.
But Coast Guard also, I'm still on their list, so I get all the stuff. They are one of the most aggressive, assertive, and viable units in our drug interdiction program. If they just put them along the southern border, that problem would stop because they're nailing the suckers that come up by boat. The Rio Grande, let the Coast Guard patrol the Rio Grande. The Rio Grande runs the length of our southern border. Forget about everything else. That would do it because they are experienced. They have the means and the wherewithal, and they don't answer to DOD either. So it's a pretty cool thing.
We accept all branches as long as you've completed your school. You're welcome to join us.
Okay. Well, it will be a great time.
And if anybody has commitments, birthday parties, if they have a sports game, if they have anything, we have vehicles the entire time. We have the stops planned out. So if you need to come in late, come in late. If you need to jump out, just jump in one of the vehicles or have somebody pick you up.
That's cool.
There's no reason to miss this because you have a 2:00 event. At least you see the kickoff.
So what time is the kickoff?
8 a.m. is when registration starts. I will start my pre-hike brief at about 9, and 9:30 we will be stepping off.
Okay.
So we've got every hour pretty much locked down.
There's no real marching going on, is there?
We will have a few motivators that we'll call cadence, but they're running their own thing. We'll have a group that they're playing Disney songs and they're singing Beauty and the Beast or Lion King, and they're just having fun.
It's a small world. That would just be.
We have a lot of fun. It's very irreverent. Black Heart CrossFit is going to be doing a strongest man competition for men and women under 50, men and women over 50. There will be prizes for all 4 of those.
Okay.
We have games planned. We have lunch planned, and we're going to have a buffet line of lunch. So there will be something from Jersey Mike's, Mission Barbecue,
they're going
Little Caesars. You can have whatever you want
out there.
We're going to have a whole bunch of stuff.
I mean, is Mission Barbecue going to have their big
Bam Bam? Yeah. I'm not sure if Bam Bam's coming or not. Depending on the weather, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we're excited
for next year. If you could convince George to get to one of his old Jeeps put back together and painted green, and get the thing operational, that would be cool to be in this.
Carolina Beach last year, we had 2 Humvees out there.
Oh, really?
And then a 7-ton came out as well. It's pretty cool.
There was a group that used to show up at the Azalea Festival in Wilmington every year, a group of vets, and I'm pretty sure they were Marines, as I can remember. That's been a long time ago. But they come by the reviewing stand near the end of the parade, and they would stop. They would disassemble, 4 men, disassemble that Jeep and move it forward about 2 car lengths and reassemble it in 2 minutes.
That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. That was good. So it's just a basic World War II Korea Jeep. I'm not sure which war it was in, but it was a real honest to goodness deal. Love to see that group again.
Yeah.
They were great. So anyway.
So if anyone has a question and they would like to be a part of this Saturday, who do they contact?
They can reach out to myself, Matthew James Reeves, on all social medias.
Okay.
Crystal Dunaway is also the lead coordinator for Jacksonville. And then Irreverent Warriors on any social medias. We're on Facebook,
Yes,
Instagram.
I've posted both the event information and what Irreverent Warriors, the information about what your organization is. So I've posted that, and I'll put it on a separate post on our Facebook page later. But right now it's on our live Facebook and live YouTube. So
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So you got a couple hundred already. You anticipate to have about 400 or more?
With the weather, I'm not sure if we're going to get there, but before the weather was predicted, we were expecting 400 or more. Yes.
Well, the Marines, they don't care about weather, do they?
Not at all.
I know
it's those other branches that don't want to get wet.
That's what I used to tell my veteran mail carriers. You fought wars in the rain, you can carry mail in the rain.
It's a lot of people that are in dark places. That
come on. My dad used to tell folks he had he was in construction, so he had a World War II veteran too, but they would want to take off when it rained. He says, do you go deer hunting when it rains? Yeah. Well, you're not going to take off work in construction when it rains. Just because it's raining, you just get a little wet. You're going to get wet deer hunting or fishing.
That's right.
I mean, he was funny about that. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much.
George.
Great
What's today?
organization.
Okay. Elise, what's for lunch?
Oh.
I am kind of hungry.
So am I.
You're making me hungry.
I think I have a fish
See,
sandwich today from
now-
down at Arby's.
I'm still showing 90% chance of rain for Saturday, but when Kelly did she didn't show rain. She showed like 30%, Kelly.
Well, we'll bring Kelly back to do the weather forecast then.
Kelly
If he
girl.
can't get it right,
It just came yesterday morning. They updated it.
Yes.
it'll be all right.
I just clicked on it and they just updated 90%. Yeah, that's what I heard it was
I
going
think
to go
55 degrees too.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
gonna be
you
fun.
won't
It's
sweat.
better than 95 degrees and 100% humidity.
I agree with that 100%. I'll take a 55 and rain any day over a 95-degree day.
Gents, thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Why don't we go ahead and take a little break? Because I know that we're going to have some callers who ain't ticked off with what I had to say at the beginning of the show. So we'll give them an opportunity now. All y'all want to take me down? Bring it on. You're live and local Real Talk. We'll be right back.
If you're in search of quality outdoor and patio furniture, look no further than Home Decor Outlet, 3080 Rissens Highway, next to Mr. Discount, in the old Johnson Drug Store location. Home Decor Outlet carries American-made, environmentally friendly outdoor and patio furniture priced 70% below department store price. Side tables, benches, gliders, rockers, and lounge chairs, and many colors to choose from. Built to last with virtually no maintenance. In addition to quality outdoor and patio furniture, Home Decor Outlet has accessories from candles, bedding, comforters, lamps, almost anything for your home, business, cottage, or condo. Make outdoor living comfortable, convenient, and affordable. Visit Home Decor Outlet in the old Johnson Drug Store, next to Mr. Discount, 3080 Rissens Highway, right here in Jacksonville. Phone 910-333-0233.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
After a long day, who wants to spend time in the kitchen? Let the Burrow Restaurant simplify your life and do the cooking for you. Family dinners that will please even the pickiest palate. Place your to-go order at the Burrow's Facebook page. Tell us if there's a special pickup time or any other instructions, and we'll take care of the rest. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. Simplify your life with help from the Burrow Restaurant, 109 Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're back. Our gentlemen have left. Thanks to George and to Matthew for coming in this morning. The irreverent warrior. I love that.
I corrected it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
But anyway,
I
and speaking
thought it
of
was an unusual name.
Speaking of irreverent,
Yes.
let's go to the mayor. Hold on, Vic, don't go away.
Our irreverent Vic. Oh, we're just getting a buzz. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Hey, Mr. Mayor, how are you?
I'm very dark.
Why?
Poor baby.
So, no, you let off today with that, Mr. Rayford, and I'm not going to battle you at all.
Good.
We're going to have dark days from now until the beginning of May, and that's just due to the stars. But
Dark days between now and May.
yes, sir. That means I'm not going to be celebrating birthdays. I'm going to be celebrating end of life days.
What? Why?
Who's dying?
Yep. Well, both of us, we're too damn old to live much longer.
Thanks a lot.
Vic,
But,
you have
yeah,
a lot of years left.
on this day, 55 years ago, Mr. Rayford, it was a dark day.
Is it your birthday?
No. Mr. Rayford remembers this well because he has been to where this took place, namely the Lorraine Motel.
I have.
Yes. And 55 years ago today, what happened at the Lorraine Motel?
One of our peacemakers was shot by a low-life piece of crap from hiding and managed to get out of town. And there are those who don't think, including the King family who say that James Earl Ray was not the one who did it.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King was shot and killed on this date.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, it's hard to think about it being actually 55 years ago.
Remember it well.
It doesn't seem like it's
Took
been that long.
I forgot how many months. They finally found Ray hiding in England. How he got there is still beyond me, but he got there. They knew who he was right away. They had the evidence. They had his fingerprints on the gun. They had the gun. I'm just so surprised that people are saying he's not the one who done it. But he was the one who did it. Was there anybody else involved in the conspiracy? I cannot say there was not, but I don't know.
Okay, back to the subject. All right.
Yes.
Extremely sad day. And 1 year before that, well, you referred to Dr. King as a peacemaker.
He was.
And after all, he did, well, he won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
After all. Okay? Which is international recognition.
Yep.
Of his role as a peacemaker. Okay, 1 year before that, same day, today, April 4th. Okay? Same man, Martin Luther King, delivered a famous address, which I'm going to read that you recall, as I've said, on his birthday, I read Letter from Birmingham Jail.
Yeah.
Every year. Okay? To commemorate his birth. Okay? You recall that the address he made 56 years ago on this day.
I have a dream.
No. That was at the Peace Rally
Okay.
in Washington, D.C. That was not on today.
He had so many memorable, quotes.
He delivered a speech called Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence. And I'm going to read that today.
Go ahead.
And pardon me?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not going to read from it.
Oh.
I'm just going to say, I hope others do join me, as will people assembling all over the nation are going to do this televised. But Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence, I think is his most eloquent, his most polished homily. Because he did deliver it in the church in Manhattan. And, we think of, first of all, I Have a Dream, which I've got virtually memorized.
Yeah.
Right.
And Letter from Birmingham Jail.
I know those well. I do not know the Beyond Vietnam very well. Yes, I've read it and heard it read, but I have not been, it's not one of them that comes to my mind every day.
I like it. I have a dream. Children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the content of their character.
Little children.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Okay, but Ms. Lee, I'll get back to you another day about poor people and the awakening that's going to be coming up in a meeting we can go to. But yeah, I'll get off the air and let Mr. Steve have at you. Everybody,
I know.
Everybody should read Beyond Vietnam. Thanks for the use of the hall, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vic.
Thank you, Victor. Okay, we haven't talked about it today. Haven't had a chance. The information came out yesterday after the examination of the evidence from that little Chinese balloon thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
That we spent.
Yes, it did gather some info.
Forever taking down.
Yes.
It took forever. It took us and we tracked the thing from the time it left China, flew out to sea around Russia, make sure they didn't cross over any Russian borders, until it entered the the U.S. at Alaska, on the southern part of Alaska. We were tracking it, but we took no action.
Nope.
Didn't even let the world know we knew it was there.
Nope. That's right.
Didn't even tell the president that it was there. So we finally took it down after a bunch of hubbub, bunch of publicity from the media and people screaming and hollering and carrying on. The president gave the go-ahead order when he woke up to, send it down. So they did. As soon as he got off the coast of South Carolina, still within the territorial jurisdiction of the U.S., took it down, recovered it, and guess what they did find? They found all sorts of information that plane, that balloon had been flying, in steerable balloon, had been flying over U.S. military bases, gathering all sorts of information. A couple of them, they circled them. They circled these bases, and they got information. How much information they got, we don't know. They're not going to tell us. John Kirk said out there, said, well, as soon as that thing came into the United States, we put an order out there for y'all not to talk. Don't do anything. Bull.
Yep.
Bull.
It gathered data.
And it sent that data back to the homeland.
Yes, it did.
We were told that they had jammed it, that it could not send stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Bull. We were lied to then. We are lied to on a daily basis. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. I didn't want to disappoint and not call in today, so I tried to make it in before you ended the show.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something about myself right quick. Ever since I was a little kid, I've really enjoyed playing chess. I like it because it's a game of strategy. You also have to size up your opponent, and you have to think on the fly. And for me, it helped me develop a skill of being able to run multiple scenarios in my head anytime I try and analyze something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a skill a lot of people develop from playing that same game, I guess. So in listening to your commentary this morning, what stands out to me, Rayford, is that, and I've been listening to you for a long time, ever since Obama was president and you were on 9630.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what stands out to me is that with Trump, every time these accusers come out, you offer several scenarios, but they always have a theme, is that Trump is innocent.
No, I didn't say that.
I know you didn't say that, but that's kind of you. In your scenarios, the prosecutor's corrupt, the potential jury pool's corrupt, the White House and the Justice Department maybe have some, conspiracy to try and keep Trump from being president. But none of your scenarios is the simple answer that he's maybe guilty. And what I would offer you is that he started out saying that this was absolutely not true. He never made this payment, that it was a lie. Mm-hmm. And now we've moved all the way to him and his lawyers say that, yes, he made it. He made it just the way Cohen said he made it. And he claimed it just like they said he claimed it, but it was a perfect payment and he did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But in your scenarios, everybody else is corrupt but him.
No. I did not say I did not say that he wasn't a guilty individual
I'm
for
not saying that
being
I'm not saying
sleazebag.
you're saying that. I'm saying that in all the scenarios that you cite, the premise is that he's being unjustly accused. And that's probably what sticks out to me and kind of makes the red flag go up to me to want to try and, to debate that with you, is because it seems like you get stuck on this one track of scenarios and you don't want to look at the other
Let's do it this way for
To
just a
me-
second, Steve. Just a
Go
second. Here's what I have said pretty much across the board here. He is not being treated the same as you would be treated, as even John Edwards was treated, or others have been treated. He is being made an example of. And all of the examples about that I have cited are because he has said that he's going to run for president. That's when let's stop this from happening. The Democrats, all of the Democrats out there were saying the same thing. We cannot let this man, you got to do something to stop this man from becoming president. I do not believe in coincidences. No cop does. You understand? No one, not one cop I know believes in anything like a coincidence. The timing in this situation is perfect for everybody but Donald Trump. The timing is absolutely perfect. I do not believe there was not a timeline that was set up to do this. This trial, if it ever gets that far, if a federal judge doesn't toss it, if a federal judge tosses it, Donald Trump's going to be president, and that's going to be the worst thing.
I think he's going to be president anyway.
I don't-
Herein lies your problem, I believe, Rayford, is that it really sounds like that your facts are coming from the Republican echo chamber.
Absolutely not.
But the reason why I say that is that Cy Vance has done multiple interviews this weekend already, and I don't know if you've seen it yet or not.
Nope, have not.
Where he said that the Bill Barr Justice Department told them to stop their pursuit of Donald Trump because they had an investigation ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
And he has already said in the interview that they were, I guess, perplexed as to why the Justice Department did not pursue this. And that's the reason why they took it back up. The U.S. Justice Department made them pause their investigation. And that's really lends more to the timing of why we are where we are. And
well, you're going to see it your
when
way.
I hear you speak, and you say these things, there's things that I've already, interviews and things I've heard people say that dispute what you say. So that kind of makes me, I'm like, Rayford, you've been misled. I ain't trying to argue your, what you believe in. It's really who you're believing in. These people, there's people out there that are saying things that are misleading and untrue.
Steve, again, you, as I said in the beginning, you and at least one other person who listens, you're going to see it your way. I'm going to see it my way.
I get that.
I'm going to see it my way. So why are we arguing? You're not going to change my mind.
I'm just arguing that your perspective seems slightly
You're
I'm not trying to argue what you believe in. I'm just saying that it seems like when I bring up things about, significant facts, you say you haven't seen them, but you've already formulated an opinion that you stand concrete on.
Significant facts.
So many times over the year, Rayford, I've seen you had to kind of backtrack your opinion a little bit as the facts come out. And
when the facts show up, good God, even during investigations that I did, when the facts showed up, the initial investigation took another turn, but you got to wait for the facts.
Right.
I don't form an
opinion, and you don't even know what the charges are yet.
Nope. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said this morning too. We're going to have to wait and see what are the going on.
I get that. 10 breaths ago, you said that you believe what you believe. Don't believe nothing different.
I believe what I have said this morning, and that to me,
I'm not right. I'm not trying to argue.
Okay,
with you,
it sounds that way.
Some people, you sound like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Nope.
You don't believe the guy's honorable, but then all your scenarios paint him as the victim. And I know you think past that, but you don't express that anyway.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all letting me put my
have a good one, Steve.
Thanks,
y'all have a
Steve.
Bye. You're live and local, Real Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Then take your big dog to Bill's Cycle Salvage.
This is Captain America. I'm Billy.
Now, we never said Bill was a sane man. But he sure has some cool stuff like leather chaps, vests, and jackets.
Oh, I've got a helmet.
Accessories for you and your bike, saddlebags, seat jewelry, keychains.
These ain't no pork chops. These are U.S. prime.
Bill can even order customized items.
I think I'll order kidneys because I left mine out there on the road somewhere.
Magazines, videos, t-shirts, ball caps. Come on into Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard. Everyone is welcome.
Troublemakers.
Bill's got plenty of accessories to make your big dog look like a big dog. Sure, you can buy the parts at Bill's for Harley and try to fix it yourself, but
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel like it? Will I lose your bunker?
Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard for the Harley enthusiast.
That's what it's all about.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
I can do it.
All right, let's reiterate here just a little bit. You can do what?
I said I can talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right.
Some stuff occurred at the Onslow County Board of Commissioners yesterday.
Oh,
and
yes.
I have not looked at the meeting yet. Okay, so I'm going to do that as soon as I have enough time to sit down and pull it up.
Right.
So that might be a good discussion for tomorrow, so that I will know. I've heard a synopsis of what occurred, but I have not seen it myself. So I want to listen to it at least.
Yes.
So I'll get to it at some point in time this afternoon or tonight. Well, tonight.
Yeah,
probably.
we'll talk about it.
And then we'll talk about it tomorrow. There's some things that are going on that continue to go on at the Board of Commissioners meetings and when they're not meeting that are disturbing.
Very much so.
And there's one individual on that board that is creating a lot of grief throughout the entire county among the county employees.
Creating a hostile workplace from what I hear.
Yeah, and it looks like that. So when you create what employees call, and I don't care what business you're in, whether it's a county or whether it's a radio station or anything else, when you create and somebody starts complaining, you've created a hostile work environment for me.
Yes.
Them's bad words.
And when people feel like they have to retire or quit their jobs because they're so unhappy with it, and it shouldn't be that way for anybody. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. I don't care if you're Board of Education, Board of Commissioners, wherever.
When that happens, you've opened yourself up to some major civil problems.
Well, one thing you don't want to discuss too is personnel issues with the public, because those are private.
Yeah, if you discuss what you've learned about certain personnel issues, and you're part of on the inside track there, and you start discussing that, that's another problem.
Things like that are kept in house. I mean, unless there's
need to know
any type
basis,
of
for
law
one thing.
enforcement action, law action taken on it, and that usually becomes public record.
Total
but
need to know.
you don't need to be talking about people's
So-
personnel issues with the public.
So anyway, we'll discuss some of that tomorrow
Yes.
when the trio, the gruesome threesome are in here.
A gruesome threesome, yes.
Yeah, that'd be us.
Yeah.
We can change our name.
No.
And as far as Donald Trump is concerned, I've never liked him since before he got into politics. I
Mhm.
thought he was a braggart, but that's him. I don't care. It did not matter to me whatsoever. Did I like him as a candidate? Absolutely. I liked him worse than I did the opponent. Let's just put it that way. In 2015, 16. I do not like Hillary Clinton. I have no respect for her whatsoever. I think she's a shady character. Bill Clinton is a slick Willie, as we all know.
Oh, yes.
And that whole unanswered questions about everything is just like, really? You've got to be kidding me. So she did not deserve to be president. She didn't deserve to be a U.S. senator. She does not need to be a candidate, but that's up to her. Same thing for Donald Trump, but that's up to him. And for a judge, if a judge issues a gag order, that is just not right. If he or she can issue a gag order to stop an announced candidate from getting out there in the public and campaigning, not a convicted anything, he's not convicted. They didn't issue a gag order for John Jenrette down in South Carolina, a congressman from the Conway area, when he got caught with the goods.
Yeah.
But he ran for re-election after he was indicted, and he won. That says a lot for the public down there, the voting public in South Carolina in that district, right?
I have a hole in my sock.
I didn't do it. Maybe the dog did it.
He did.
But that does not mean that he cannot run or should be not able to run. And that's what, from day one, since the election that he lost in 2020, the first thing out of the opposing side's mouth, we cannot let that man run for election in 2024. We cannot let him do that.
There is.
There is.
There's no laws that say.
There's a U.S. Department of Justice. There's a Manhattan District Attorney.
They're just going to make it hard. They're just trying to discredit him.
And they're actually giving him more publicity. And
oh yes, his donations overnight
$5 million up in one night after the indictments were announced.
That's right.
So I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't understand what's wrong with them. That's my 2 cents worth.
Yes.
We're going to take a Fox News break. Then
Yes.
there's going to be some music. Then at 10 o'clock this morning, there's the Daily Dose of the D's with Rick Dees. And at 3 o'clock this afternoon, our little buddy, Chris Hollywood Man, will be in the house spinning all the tunes that you like to hear. You're live and local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Bianca Losey. Donald Trump will be arraigned in Manhattan criminal court later today.